This is News with the Disney Dude. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Here now is the news for Friday, July 3rd of 2026. Mickey and Friends Spirit of 76 meet and greet has been announced in Epcot for the 4th of July 2026. This is on, so if you're facing the American Adventure Pavilion, on the right hand side of the pavilion, they are near the Art of Disney. So again, on facing the pavilion, if you look to the right, there's that. There's restrooms there, and then there's the Art of Animation. There's the Art of Disney there. They are meeting somewhere in that location. I don't exactly know where, but they are meeting somewhere in that location. It's usually about 20 minutes, because again, this is Florida. It's very hot, so the characters need a break. It's usually about usually about 20 minutes in between meet and greets. And then Chip and Dale are meeting as well, but they are in a separate location. They are near the America Gardens stage. So if you're, if you turn around, not facing the American Adventure, but turned around, you will see the America Gardens Theater. And then somewhere in that location, that's where Chip and Dale are meeting as well. So if you want to meet your favorite Disney characters and their patriotic best, you are free to do so. With Chip and Dale as well, I assume that it's every 20 minutes as well. No word on that, but I would probably assume that's what the schedule would be. I don't know if there are times listed on the My Disney Experience app or not. I don't know. That would be my first guess, to check the app to see if there are any times listed. If not, I would always ask a cast member or one of the character attendants, because they would know. But if you are interested in meeting Mickey and his friends and their patriotic best, these would be the locations and how long they would be meeting for. Unfortunately, I don't get to do that because I'm blocked out, so I never get to experience 4th of July anyway, so I never get to do this, but hopefully you can. Hopefully you can. All right, now we're on to this. This is a really nice story. So the Orlando International Airport, which services, it's very, that's where everybody flies in to go to Walt Disney World or Universal. The Orlando International Airport is paying homage to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress before the ride's reimagining in just a few days' time. There is a live person. So this is not a mannequin or anything. This is a live person. A live employee is dressed like John. in Act 2. So during Act 2, that's when the 4th of July is in Act 2. So the guy is dressed like John, like he is dressed in Act 2. He's sitting, he's sitting, he's got the chair turned around. He's got the outfit on. He's dressed just like him. The only difference is instead of the fan that has Niagara Falls on it, the fan is decorated with the Orlando International Airport. So, but this is really, really cute. I'm so glad that, places other than Disney are doing this, because, they realize this attraction's impact. So this is really, really nice. I love this. Obviously, again, it's not something I can do because I already live here. There's no reason for me to go to the Orlando International Airport. But again, just something wonderful that everybody that's visiting that airport can do. That's fantastic. That's great. I love this. Just a really nice way to honor this attraction, closing in its current form. So this is really, really great. If you happen to if anyone's watching this and if you experience this, please feel free to post some photos. Post some photos on this in the comments, because I would really like to see your pictures. I would really like to see your pictures with this guy that's playing John. But again, a really nice idea. Really cute. I love it. Too bad Disney would never do something like this, but I'm glad that the Orlando International Airport was thought that this would be a great way to honor this attraction. Walls go up, or now up really, around the new Ghirardelli location at Disney Springs. So the new one that they're building, they have now since put up construction walls. They are currently at a different location right now until this location gets finished, and then they can move in to their new space. So, but construction walls are up. So hopefully that means sometime soon. Construction will probably begin pretty soon. George H.W. Bush tennis racket and Dolly Madison dress has been added to the Hall of Presidents at the Magic Kingdom. So while you're waiting for the Hall of Presidents, if you look around, you can see a bunch of different exhibits and things. Those have been changed out quite regularly, which is great to see. I love this. Seeing all these different artifacts from past presidents or maybe current presidents. I think this is really nice. A really great way to honor these past presidents. I know that people want to make the argument of Hall of Presidents needs to go away and blah blah blah, which I really don't agree with you. I'm sorry, but I mean, having displays like this is just a really thoughtful way of preserving this wonderful attraction. Okay, it's just a great way of preserving this wonderful attraction, and it's not just. And the thing that I like is that it's not just one president. It was Obama, and was it did Reagan get represented? I don't remember, but I do know it was Obama. And now this George H.W. Bush exhibit. This is great. This is fantastic. I really hope that Disney continues to rotate this, because it's great. It's great. I know that it's a polarizing attraction to talk about nowadays, but I think that the Hall of Presidents must continue. It must continue. It has to live forever. Okay? So, and having exhibits like this is just another way to add to this wonderful attraction already. So, this is great. I hope this continues. I would really like to see more of this. So, Disney, if you're listening to this, more of this, please. More of this, please. This is fantastic. This is great. All right, I hope you got your Magic Kingdom After Hours tickets, because the last two 2026 Magic Kingdom After Hours tickets are now sold out. They are completely done. They are now sold out for the season. So I hope you got your After Hours tickets, because if not, you're going to have to wait till next year. All right, this next story makes me a little sad, but also really happy. So iconic Festival of the Lion King performer Verrill Jones is retiring. He played the part of Kiume in the show. He has been there for over 20 years. I'm so happy for him that I'm sad he's retiring, but I'm happy for him as well. If you go and check out Disney's social media, they posted a picture of him and a bunch of cast members celebrating his retirement in the theater. So if you haven't done so already, give that a watch. That is spectacular. And congratulations, Verrill. Congratulations. Well deserved. I've seen you many times. We're definitely going to miss you. You are definitely going to be missed. But congratulations for your retirement. Congratulations. A new water buck, sticking with Animal Kingdom, a new water buck calf has been born at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. We don't have a name for this calf yet. I'm not sure if it's a boy or a girl yet. I didn't see that when I was writing this story, so maybe I missed that. I don't know, but on Monday's show, I may have more information. We may have a name at that point. But I don't know yet. But a brand new water buck calf has been born at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. The Vans store is now open at Disney Springs. So if you if you like to shop at Vans now, you now have a new store to shop in. So this location took the spot of another location that I can't think of off the top of my head. But another location you can now shop at Disney Springs. All right, now here's a wild story. It's a Small World here at the Magic Kingdom caught on fire on July 1st, which was crazy because I was there July 1st. So I had no idea that it had caught fire. But there is a video on TikTok, I believe, or Instagram or something, showing there was a bunch of smoke. This happened in the loading and unloading part of the ride. So thankfully, thank God, it was not in the actual ride show building. But the cause has finally been established. A guest's phone charger caught on fire. So this was crazy. This was just insanity. You know, it's crazy to think that, you know, that these, you know, phone chargers and such can catch on fire, but they can. You know, thankfully no one was injured, no one was hurt, no one was, you know, seriously hurt or killed. The ride was evacuated. The queue was evacuated really quickly, and the cast members were able to put out the fire really fast with the fire extinguishers. So I commend the cast members for acting so quickly and keeping all of the guests safe. But man, that's crazy. That is crazy. A phone charger being the one to cause a fire. That's crazy. Again, no one was hurt. No one was, nothing was damaged. So thankfully, the cast members acted quickly and the fire was put out. So I really thank the cast members for their quick thinking, because they saved the day. The ride was, of course, shut down. It reopened an hour and a half later. It opened 90 minutes later, so really wasn't closed for that long. But I personally want to thank the cast members for their quick thinking that saved the day. Indiana Jones ride permit, the Indiana Jones ride that's replacing Dinosaur at Disney's Animal Kingdom, the construction permit has been extended by 1 year. This is not uncommon. They usually extend these anyway. Hopefully we're still going to get this in 2027, but I don't know. The permit's been extended till 2028, so I don't know if we're going to get the ride in 2027, but Disney usually always does this anyway, just to kind of get themselves kind of give themselves a little bit of breathing room, just in case if they have to go, just in case if construction does progress past the projected opening timeline. We still don't know when in 2027 this would maybe open, but hopefully in 2027 we'll be getting the Indiana Jones ride, but we don't know. More scaffolding and scrim have been installed at Epcot's Germany Pavilion for refurbishment. So just general maintenance, just wear and tear. Great to see that they're just kind of touching up some things and everything. On one of my last shows, I said that a ride was supposed to go in that space. That's why if you venture into the pavilion, and if you notice that the entrance is kind of pushed in, that's because there was supposed to be a ride in that spot. That never happened, unfortunately. So, but just general maintenance and wear and tear, which is great to see. Which is really great to see. Disney taking care of these outdoor locations really before hurricane season really kind of ramps up. So we're just really we're in hurricane season now, but August is really when it starts to kick in. August is really when hurricane season starts to kick in. So it's nice to see that they're doing this before the hurricanes hit. So before the rainy season, you know, before the really bad weather hits. So nice to see that they're doing this well before the bad weather hits. Walt Disney World files construction permits for the Magic of Disney Animation and Feature Animation Building. So hopefully sometime soon this is going to open, but because it was supposed to have opened already, that hasn't happened. So, you know, hopefully sometime down the road, we'll get the Magic of Disney Animation. You know, hopefully sooner rather than later, but will it be this year? I don't know. It will probably be next year if I had to take a guess, but you know, Disney could surprise us and open it this year, but we're already halfway through the year, so I don't know if they were going to announce that it was going to open. I think they would have announced it already if it was going to open this year, but again, I don't know. I really have no idea. So we're just going to have to keep our eyes open on this story and see what happens. But we'll just wait and see. Scaffolding, right? Speaking of scaffolding, scaffolding rises at the Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So this is just for general maintenance, and again, just, you know, trying to keep everything up and looking good. As many of you may as many of you may know already, there were plans for a bar to go at the exit of the Tower of Terror. That's why there's that little covered area right there. There was supposed to be a bar there. That never happened. They kind of got a bar at Jollywood Nights now, but there was supposed to be a bar at the exit of the Tower of Terror. Again, that never happened. Which really wouldn't have impacted me because I don't drink, so I don't, you know, so that really wouldn't, I mean, I really wouldn't have cared, but I know a lot of people would have loved that. I mean, that's a great idea. As much as I don't really like having alcohol at the Disney theme parks, I think that's a great idea. So I'm kind of killing my own argument, but having a bar, that would be the one spot where it would be fine. That would make the most sense. Okay, even though I'm against having alcohol at the Disney theme parks and bars and such, I think that would work. That would be the one that would make the most sense to me. And our last story is Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair has been removed from the Magic Kingdom schedule for 1 week in July. The week is July 7th through the 14th, so thankfully they're waiting until after the July 4th rush, thankfully, to close the show. So it's going to be, there's going to be no performances from the 7th to the 14th. Disney hasn't given us a reason why, but this is usually about the time of year when they start doing refurbishment on the Cinderella, on the castle stage. This is usually about the time of year when they start doing the refurbishment of the stage, because just general maintenance, wear and tear, but they also want to get that space ready for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So when the Sanderson sisters take over, when they take over that spot at night, that area will be ready to go. Again, this we don't know. Maybe they're giving the performers a week off. We don't really know. Obviously, we're not going to know. But usually around this time of year, they start doing refurbishment on the Cinderella Castle stage, and usually it's usually because of the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular, which is performed on that stage during the nights of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So it may be all tied into that. We don't know, but usually that's usually when they start doing refurbishment work on their second refurbishment on the castle stage. They usually do 2 a year, I think. So usually this is the second one. So if I had to guess, that's probably why, but we don't know. We have no idea. So, but there you are. There's your news for this week. So on my last show, I said that I had an announcement that I wanted to make regarding this channel. So now I am fully ready to announce that. I have now set up a Patreon page. So if you go to patreon.com and you bring up the actual website, in the search bar, search for news, type news with the Disney Dude, and my picture will come up. That will bring up my Patreon page. And if you would, please help support my channel. So the membership is free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. But if you donate, if you donate $5 a week, it will go to help supporting me and my content. So if you join the paid membership for $5 a week, that will help support me and my channel, and it helps support me go do everything in the parks, like ride POVs and my blogging, and it helps with this news channel as well. So if you would please go to patreon.com and search news with the Disney Dude 1988. You may not even have to get that far to the 1988 news with the Disney Dude. I searched it before I started just to make sure it worked. So I searched news with the Disney Dude and my picture comes up. So you won't even need to type in the 1988. I just added that because just in case. But if you search news with the Disney Dude, that will take you to my Patreon page. If you would please donate $5 a day to help support this content, that would be gratefully appreciated. Thank you for all of your support. I really appreciate it. Again, it helps me bring you the news 3 times a week. It helps me go and blog in the parks, and it helps with bringing you the ride POVs and show POVs as well. So again, patreon.com, go to the search icon, search news with the Disney Dude, click on my picture, and if you would please donate $5. You can pay $5 a month for helping support this channel and helping me do what I love to do, which is the news and going to these the Disney parks to bring you all of this great content. So if you would please do that, that would be gratefully appreciated. Until then, I will see you right back here on Monday for Monday's news show. And next week, I do have to close. on Wednesday and Friday. So I will have to move. I will have to make adjustments to my news schedule. So so the news will still be on Monday, but the Wednesday and Fridays shows will have to be moved so I can do the news. So I'll have to do I'll have to do 2 different news shows on 2 different days. So, but until then, I'll see you right back here on Monday for Monday's news show. If you're going to the parks, if you're going to the Magic Kingdom, I hope you get to say goodbye to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Until then, I will see you right back here on Monday. Until then, you all keep each other safe and healthy. And remember that tomorrow is just a dream away. And have a happy and safe 4th of July.